Hey, what's up guys, it's Talon. So I'm a little sick, so if I sound any different, that is why. But today I'm going to talk about Master of Versatility, which I think may be the most rare achievement in all of Wild Rift, if not one of the most rare achievements. And basically Master of Versatility is level of 10 on all roles or higher, and this allows you to get Master of Versatility level 1. Basically what it does, it gives you a little badge by your name and champ select. All that I'll show you guys after, but it's pretty cool in my opinion. To get level 2 on Master of Versatility, you need level 12 or higher, and then I assume you need higher levels to get level 3, 4, whatever levels it goes up to. But I have not seen a single other person in the entire game who has this apart from myself. I'm sure there's some others, but it's very, very rare. If you guys don't know, I've hit Challenger on all 5 roles. I hit rank 5 last season playing autofill, so I have really played all of the roles. I really understand each role quite well, and because of that, I'm going to focus the rest of this video on giving you guys the most important tip for every single role, and kind of just talking about my experiences playing all of these different roles, being, you know, a master of versatility. So let's get right into the rest of the video. So real quick guys, if you're curious what it looks like, you see that thing right next to my name and champ select next to the zigs. To the left of that, that is what the master of versatility looks like. So if you ever see anyone with that, that is what that badge means. So now let's get into the tips. Alright guys, so for the tips, we're going to go from top lane down. So starting off with top lane, the most important thing is understanding when it's effective to trade and when it's not. And what I mean by that is really paying attention to your jungle's location in order to decide when to trade. So for example, in this situation, my jungler is on my side of the map. He only has 1 camp left. He's going to clear his blue buff, and then he's going to want to probably look for a gank in top or bot, or top or mid rather. So because I know that, I'm going to start trading aggressively here. And even though you see I end up getting ganked by someone else here, because I trade aggressively, I get that Tristana really low and I use my ultimate on her. Even though I kind of messed up my ultimate, it still puts us in a good position to go for some easy kills, because I know my jungler is probably going to come by and help. And of course, sometimes your jungler is not going to listen. They're going to make bad plays. It's going to suck. But as a general rule, making these more aggressive plays when your jungler is closer to you and being a bit more passive with your wave management when your jungler is away from you is by far the most important thing to understand about top lane. Alright guys, so moving on to jungle, the most important thing to understand in jungle is play towards your strong players. Don't try to gank your weak players. Don't try to help the people who are playing bad on your team. Play around the people who are winning lane, who are doing well, snowball through that lane. Because the reality is you want to try to help the players on your team that are doing best. So in this game, I end up having a Riven who's playing really well, and I have a bot lane who's playing very poorly. So I'm going to go for the objective early game that's on the side of my Riven, because I know that he's usually going to do something good. He's going to probably win his lane, as he has been doing in the game. He solo kills that volley bear. I'm able to get first turret and utilize that objective very effectively. Now, say that my bot lane was doing really well here, I probably would have ended up playing for the dragon, because in that scenario, I could probably force a fight with my bot lane who's winning, and then we'd probably be able to win or something along those lines. So again, the most important thing is to play around your strong side as a jungler. Alright guys, so for mid lane, I'm going to utilize 2 clips to explain what I mean. So the most important thing to understand in mid lane is that when you are winning your lane really hard, you should play more selfishly, play more for yourself, and try to get yourself far ahead. Because if you're already winning lane, you're going to be able to continue to use that lane prio, to maybe take a turret, to make a roam, do other things like that. But generally, when you're winning your lane, you want to try to play for that lane domination, play for those turret plates, play to crash the waves and get that big gold lead for yourself, and play a bit more selfishly like I do here. Here, I'm really beating the Ahri quite hard in lane, so you see I'm playing more around my lane. I take it back, I go right back to lane, I continue to try to kill her. I get another kill on her here. I just continue to kind of play for my own gold lead, because I know that I can get really far ahead and carry this game due to the fact that my lane has been won very early on. Okay guys, so now in a scenario like this where you're either not winning lane or you're not able to win lane hard enough to actually get kills and snowball, you can use your advantage in a much different way. In a situation like this, I'm instead going to rotate and try to help my team, because the Vladimir is playing too safe. I can't really kill him. So I'm going to make a roam and a play like this after I push the wave, and I'm going to try to help my team out. So again, when you're not winning your lane as hard, or you're not really able to find an actual kill on your opponent, you can make roams like this. And then when you have a bigger advantage in lane, you can try to go for those solo kills and really snowball through your own lane phase. Okay guys, so ultimately the most important tip for ADC is getting a lot of gold and being able to reach your power spikes at great breakpoints in the game. So for example, hitting 3 items by 3rd dragon so that your champion is really powerful, or whatever item your champion individually is most powerful on, really being able to hit those spikes when you need to. So that means that we need to find ways to get gold. So what are some of the best times to get gold? Some of the best times to get gold is early on, taking turret plates when the enemy goes for the opposite side objective as you. So here the Amumu went for the bottom side objective. which means we have an opportunity to play a bit more aggressive in lane, especially since we're winning this lane early on, and we're able to push and get a early turret played. Now our jungler is pathing towards us because he's playing towards our side, so again, you're going to see we're going to play more aggressively, we're going to look for trades, and we're going to try to continue to snowball and push and get that turret. Now I have a good back timer here because I have my Bloodthirster, so I'm going to take that back timer, utilize that advantage I got from my earlier pushing and winning lane to continue to get more and more gold. You see, I'm going to push that lane, I'm going to continue to push the turret plates and try to get as many plates as possible. So really focusing on getting as much gold as you possibly can on your champion rather than focusing on fighting a lot early is very effective and allows you to reach great power spikes at great times so that you can carry later on in the team fights. Okay guys, so now that we talked about how to get gold on an ADC and how important it is, I want to show you what happens once you do get a lot of gold on an ADC in the late game. And I'm going to be honest, I just want an excuse to show you guys a cool play, so you guys get to watch this play. I hope you enjoy the nice little clip here. So you see here, we end up getting insane amounts of burst damage because we're so fed onto this Kayn. Then we end up we get a lucky crit on the Seraphine to get us that kill. Use our stasis, jump away, you know. Playing this champ overall, you know, once we're fed, it's pretty easy to play. And again, here we go, we get the quadra, and there we go, boom, we get the pentakill. So again, I just wanted to show you guys a cool play, and that's kind of what happens when you end up farming up and you get to a late game moment as an ADC. Okay guys, so I was thinking about what the tip would be for support, and honestly I was so happy that I found this clip after deciding on what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that is playing around whoever is winning the hardest on your team as a support. It's okay when you end up losing lane early game or not having a very good ADC to end up rotating and helping your stronger opponents, or rather you're helping your stronger teammates. So in a scenario like this, we end up getting a pretty good early trade, but because Yuumi does Yuumi things, this Varus ends up healing a lot. We try to all in him, there's like 9 different shields, and you know, I make a mistake going too aggressive, and we end up getting double killed, and it's a very bad start for us early game. We're going to see here, that's not going to dissuade me from still trying to carry this game. I'm going to end up rotating towards mid initially because I have this back timer where I just died. Their enemy, Yuumi, is backing, so they're not going to be very aggressive on my Vayne for now. I have a great timer to roam, and so I'm going to look to try to help a different laner who might be doing a bit better in their lane. And you can see my Lissandra's level 5 to Fizz level 3, so I have a different advantage in my lane. Even though we trolled and made a bad mistake in our early lane, we're going to end up helping our teammate get a free kill onto this Fizz here. That's going to allow him to snowball, and now you can see he can roam to us if he wants to. So then he's going to end up roaming over here because we gave him that advantage in the other lane. That's going to allow us to end up winning this fight despite it not looking good. So again, to reiterate, if you are not winning your lane early, or you're not having a very good lane phase, or your ADC is not good, all of these different things, it's okay. We can play around our stronger teammate who is ending up doing better. So again, in this scenario, my Lissandra is doing well. We go and help her, and then her advantage gets put throughout the rest of the map and really allows us to carry alongside the Lissandra, get her very fed, and then throughout the rest of this game, we're able to carry alongside Lissandra because of this early game that we had. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for the video. Once again, just want to reiterate, Master of Versatility, probably one of the most rare things in all of Wild Rift that anyone could achieve. To reiterate the tips, again, for top lane, it's extremely important to understand that you should play more aggressive when your jungler is nearby, and play a bit more safe when your jungler is not near. Jungle, really play towards your strong side. For mid lane, make sure that you're changing your playstyle based on how the early lane phase goes, so playing more for your lane when you do win it really hard, and when you don't win as hard, looking for more of those plays around the map. For ADC, make sure you're focusing really heavily on your gold early game so that you can carry the late game team fights. And for support, similar to jungle, make sure you're playing around your strongest teammate. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, I appreciate all the recent support on my videos. It's been really awesome. I plan to continue making lots of different guides, lots of things to just help you guys get better at the game. If you have any ideas, questions, anything like that, leave them in the comments. If you want to like this video or subscribe, I'd also appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.